Merry Christmas! Hey, welcome to this Christmas collab of YouTuber Tumbler makers. Today, I feel like I'm a little underdressed. Give me 1 second. Whoa, ho, ho, hey, that's better. Santa sent me to personally invite you to be one of his secret Santas. What? He even sent his magic bag with a present in it just for you. In this box, Santa has selected another YouTuber tumbler maker for you to make a tumbler to and give it to on Christmas. What? So let's see who you got. I'm gonna take a peek. Oh my gosh. You're gonna love it. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. You get to make a tumbler gift for, are you ready? Are you sure? Are you ready?
Hey guys, it's Rachel at Mr. Nola's Glitter. How you doing today? Long time no see. I'm super excited to bring you a special video today. Taylor from Duncan's Custom Airbrush reached out to me about a month ago and asked me if I would be interested in doing a Secret Santa Christmas collab with him and about 14 other major talented creators. I was like, hello, thank you so much for asking me, count me in. So this is what we did. So we all got a name. We didn't know who it was. Of course, we didn't know who it was until we got our name. Anyways, so we all secretly drew names, and then we created a holiday tumbler. And we recorded the tutorial for you. So we're gonna put the tutorial together. And then at the end of this video, you will get to see a special unboxing of my tumbler to its recipient. And so you will have a link below to all of the other participants of this collab, and you'll be able to watch all of their videos. So it's really cool to be asked to participate in something of this magnitude. These are some of the top creators in the industry, and I am super blessed and super excited that they asked me to participate. So I'm gonna read to you. I wrote it down because I need notes. There's so many of us, but I wanted to make sure I got everybody's name right. And then we're gonna jump in with the tutorial.
Okay, here's the list. I couldn't read it. I was too nervous to read them all out loud.
So that is the list of creators of this super secret Santa collab, and I just wanted to show you the tumbler that I made. So here is the tumbler that I created, and as you can see, it is for Leela, and I'm super proud of this, and I want to show you guys exactly how I created it. So let's get to it.
For this tutorial, we will be using our new line of printed vinyl called sticky sheets. These were designed specifically for this tumbler, and I'm super excited to be able to use them and show you guys how easy they will be to use. They will be coming soon. Before the end of the month, we'll launch them, but I just wanted you guys to see them first. So here I am just taking each sheet of vinyl and cutting the interesting parts off of it. I'm basically going to wrap all of this vinyl in strips around the tumbler, and so I'm cutting off the different ones that I want, and I'm doing them in different sizes. I will be doing that for every color that I'm going to use, every sticky sheet that I'm going to use. I'm going to use 4 different patterns on this. So this is just me trimming all of the sheets, and then I'm going to show you how I plan to lay it out on the tumbler. So now I have them all cut. I am going to lay them down next to my already glittered and epoxy tumbler, and I'm going to lay them out which way I want them on the tumbler. So I have wrote 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the back of these because I already picked out which way I thought they would look better. And I also have cut 2 small circles for the bottom of my tumbler to make sure that I have something on the bottom. So these are laid out. So I am going to start wrapping this around. You'll see here where I'm kind of figuring out the layout. I don't want this to be like totally symmetrical. So all of my strips are different sizes, and all of the spaces in between will be different sizes as well. So here I'm just making sure that they all fit. I really wanted to end with this leopard buffalo plaid, and start with it. I wanted to be kind of like the top and the bottom. So this is how I'm going to lay it out. So I'm just going to start wrapping this around my tumbler. I'm going to take it off, and you will see some of these vinyls are transparent. Some of them have a white backing, and some of them are opaque. So I am just combining all the different styles of vinyl and textures onto one tumbler to give it some interesting layers. When I get it fully wrapped around my tumbler, I just press it down, and I'll use my X-Acto knife and cut off the extra, and you'll see me putting it up to the side. I'm just kind of getting my pattern idea up there and keeping a little piece so I know which way to go. Here, because this is at the top of the tumbler, and sometimes it's not perfectly level like the bottom after your first coat of epoxy, you will see me adding little slits to my vinyl so it will lay perfectly flat. So I'm not going to have to worry about it being bubbled or buckled because the top is a little bit more narrow because maybe I don't have as much epoxy on my first layer and it's not 100% level yet. So this is what you're going to see me here. I'm cutting little slits and then rubbing it down, and then my vinyl is going to lay perfectly flat all the way around the top and bottom. So you might have to do this for the top and your bottom of your cup, depending on how smooth your first layer of epoxy and glitter is. So now we are just going to move on to the next row of sticky sheets that we're going to use. This one happens to be on a transparent piece of vinyl. So when you lay this over the top, you will be able to tell there's glitter under it. So all the little packages will be glittery, and all of the white spots on this vinyl will look like your glitter under it. And so I am just very carefully wrapping this around, trying to pay close attention to the spacing in between each of these wraps. I'm not worried about it being 100% perfect because I will print pinstripes or cut pinstripes out, and that will help if I have any discrepancies in between the equal around the sides of them. So again, here I'm just going to wrap it all the way around. When I get to the end, I'm going to rub it really hard on the first side of that vinyl, and then that way it kind of gives an indentation of where the end is, so I can cut and make sure that it's cut flush against the first starting piece. So a tip is to make sure that when you're working with any kind of vinyl or wrapping things and having to cut pieces off, make sure that your X-Acto knife is really sharp. That will keep you from fighting or having to saw that vinyl and giving you really rough edges. A very sharp X-Acto knife in this type of thing works really well. So you'll see me, instead of keep going down, I went ahead and went back to the bottom. So I wanted to make sure that I started and ended with this pattern of sticky sheet. So I went ahead and added the bottom so then I can fill in the other two wherever I needed. I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to keep enough space to get to the bottom, so I went ahead and jumped into the bottom. Here you'll see me trying to find where I started it at the top. I try to keep this on the same side of the tumbler, so if I start wrapping, if I'm doing multiple different sticky sheets or vinyls, I try to start and end at the same spot. So if it's very noticeable, it's easy to put a name over that to cover that, so you can kind of mask that, and that could be the back of your tumbler. So here I'm just pressing it all the way around. I shouldn't have the issue of it not being straight, but here I'm measuring it just to make sure that it's equal all the way around, and then I'm just going to continue to wrap it all the way around. Now that I have the bottom on, I'm fully able to see how much space I have for the last two strips. So this vinyl, this sticky sheet is on white, so it's very opaque. You cannot see anything under it. I love this one. I think this pattern out of this pack is my favorite. I love the little skinny Christmas trees, and polka dots just, to me, make everything better. And the final stripe of this tumbler is with the coffee pattern sticky sheet. This is a fully printed sticky sheet that is printed on a translucent material. So there's no clear parts on it, but you can see very lightly the glitter under it. So you will see the difference in all of the different patterns. They all have different looks to them. The final piece of vinyl that's going on this tumbler before its first layer of epoxy is the bottom circle. I used a circle punch out for this and just measured the bottom of my cup, and I didn't really want to wrap it around the edges because sometimes I have problems covering it all around the edges, but I didn't want to leave that bottom bare. So this is perfect to put at the bottom, and you can put your signature on the bottom of this. Here you see me using my weeding pen to poke out any bubbles that I have under there to make sure that whenever I get the epoxy on it, we have a very, very smooth finish. So here she is. She is ready. She is ready to have her next layer. So the next part of this is I'm going to go ahead and put my pinstripes directly over the top of this before I put a first coat of vinyl. So here we are. I am using pinstripe file from LB Creates. I'll have the link in the description below. She makes it super easy to cut pinstripes. I used a 4 and a 2mm stripe for this. I doubled it, so I laid the 4 down first, and then I put the 2 on top in the center, so it kind of looks like I have a 1mm black, 2mm silver, and 1mm black. I also decided to go ahead and add her name on this layer as well. I had a really smooth surface, so this is just me doing an offset. Actually, once I place this on the top, because I only eyeball my vinyl when I'm layering it, I noticed that it was off. So what you don't see me is printing it again, printing and cutting it again, because I didn't like the way it looked. Also, you will see in this video, I have a hospital band on my arm. I was diagnosed with COVID during the middle of recording this video, and that was me visiting the hospital to get an infusion. But I'm still working through this because this was super fun. The last part before this goes under epoxy is to make sure that you sign your artwork. I think it's very important to sign everything that you create. This comes from your heart. This is your art. So I try to sign everything that I create. And I just use a oil-based marker, do it on the bottom, and you're good to go. So I will go ahead and add the first layer of epoxy here in a moment. So this is it on my turner. This is a single turner from Dino's. I'll leave the link in the description below. And I am using let me think. I don't know if I used speed dry, which I have been testing, or I am using glass coat. I can't remember. But you'll see this is a little tip. I can't really read those measuring cups very well. So before I measure out my epoxy, I always take a Sharpie and I mark with a Sharpie where I'm going. So it helps to make sure that you don't over pour. So I am going to use speed dry on this. So be prepared. I hear that Santa might have some speed dry in his sleigh. So we're hoping that it will actually be back in our hands and in your hands very, very soon. So I am using what I've been testing. As you can see, I'm pouring it out of a jar. This comes directly from my manufacturer. So I'm testing it, but it's perfect. So when you get this cup or you see this cup, you know that it's been made with Mr. Nola's Glitter Speed Dry. So here I'm measuring out. I can't remember how much I measured, but I wanted it to have a really thick flood coat over this vinyl. So if I had to sand anything, it was thick enough that I wasn't going to go down into the vinyl or mess up any of the glitter on the edges of the bottom of the cup. As you can tell, I usually mix my epoxy pretty vigorously. Not a slow mixer. I like to get it all mixed up. I'm making sure to scrape the sides and the bottom of my mixing cup to make sure that all of the parts are mixed together. If you don't do this step, you run the risk of getting cups that won't fully cure because it doesn't have equal parts mixed in. So I mix very well and scrape the sides over and over, and not only the sides, but I scrape the bottom of the tumbler, the mixing cup, very much. So I will go ahead and put the first layer of epoxy on here, and this is how I do it. I basically take both fingers and I usually start from the bottom, and I I'm very careful when I'm going over vinyl that I don't lift it. I don't normally seal any of my vinyl or pinstriping or anything like that before epoxy. I've never really ran into an issue very much. I just am very careful when I'm adding the epoxy, the first epoxy layer. Once I have this fully covered, I will hit it with my torch quickly just to pop any bubbles. I don't use a lot of heat with the speed dryer. You don't have to, but I just want to pay attention to where the vinyl is because you can see micro bubbles if you don't take this step over your vinyl. So I wanted to make sure this cup was 100% perfect for my swap partner. I will bring you in and have you guys take a closer look, how close up, and look how shiny that epoxy is. That's my favorite part of doing tumblers is you have a design, but it really comes to life when you put it under epoxy, and it just makes me feel some sort of way. All right, let's see what Leila thinks of her tumbler. So let's send it off to her and see what she thinks.
Hi guys, it's Leila from Miss Kiss Creations, and I just got a package. I wonder who it's from. I have received my Secret Santa. It is from Mr. Nola's Glitter. So this is from Rachel, and I'm so excited to finally open it with y'all. Let me get my scissors. All right, so let's see what's in here. I'm sorry I keep shaking it, but that's just what I do when I receive stuff. I am super, super excited, and Rachel, I thank you so much for making this tumbler, and I'm just excited. So let's open her up. I'm sorry y'all can't see me opening it. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's go. Ooh. All right. This was so fun, guys. Oh, chocolates. Goodies. I'm such a little kid. You have no idea how I am with presents. Oh, this is so awesome. I got goodies. Okay, what girl does not like sweets? This is amazing. Okay, a tumbler and some chocolate. This is so, oh, I'm ripping it. Yes. Oh, peppermint bark. Yes. Away to my heart. Ah, I love caramel too. Okay, guys, I'm so excited. There's more goodies in this box. A cute keychain. How adorable is that? I actually really like that. Add to my collection. Oh, a nice bracelet. It says, less bitter, more glitter. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel. I love that. I love that saying. And then a cute pin. Oh, this is so cool. I get goodies too. And then a cute note, of course. I hope you enjoyed your tumbler. I really love making it for you. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. XOXO Rachel. Thank you so much, Rachel. I haven't even gotten to my tumbler yet, and I'm already saying thank you, and look how excited I am. All right, let me open this bad boy up. Okay. Well, she taped it good. All right, almost there. I think this is like the best part of watching all of these videos of us like opening them. It's my favorite part. Y'all ready? Are ya? I am. Holy moly! This is amazing! You outdid yourself, Rachel. Oh my goodness. Look how beautiful this is. I love this. I love it. I love it so much. Y'all, let me get the light on this thing. Look how adorable this tumbler is. I love that it's a 30 ounce because I always have my tumblers around and I drink like a fish. Look at the bottom. This is so cute. You even signed it with your name at the bottom. Oh my goodness. And look, my name's at the bottom here in sparkly holographic vinyl. Rachel, thank you so much. I love this. Let me get another close-up because I'm just a nerd, okay? Y'all, look at this beautiful work that she put into this, guys. This is so cute. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this gift. And thank you for all of everybody who's watching this. You guys really make this happen for all of us to come together. We love our fans more than we can explain to y'all. So thanks so much, and you guys have a Merry Christmas. Bye. See y'all next time.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. And if you could do me a favor, click the links below and go check out all of these amazing creators that have been a part of this collab. They are some of the best in the industry. Go give them a like, follow, leave them a message, show some love, and just spread the cheer. I am so thankful to be part of this big collab this year, and I wish you and your family a very, very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and the best of luck in the new year. Thanks, guys. Bye.